Hey, hey, hey. Ugh. Update, 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 update. Something appears to be missing from the guide. Oh, sorry, guys. I'd have swore this was here, and apparently somebody eliminated it, and I didn't catch it. But that's okay. That's why these pages are in here the way they're in here. Uh, Please pick up your books. Go to page 29. Um, we're dealing with the weeds. And it was pointed out that I don't have the recipe for the hand sprayer to directly attack weeds. And the more I think about it, the more irritated I'm getting by it. I can't understand why they took the recipe out. Basically, it's your Mister bottle. You want to put 50%. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, get your book. I pointed it out, but I don't know. I don't understand how we missed it. I really, really, really don't. But basically, your hand sprayer, your hand mister, doesn't matter what size bottle it is because the recipe is basically the same regardless. So it's not the preciseness, it's the content of the spray itself. Uh, we want 50% apple cider vinegar to 50% water. Now you're going to want to add a drop or two of um, dish soap. And you guys all know I prefer Dawn. It's a safer product. Go to page 29, dear. Page 29 is a blank page to write this recipe down. So it's a 50-50 apple cider vinegar and water. You're going to want to add to that a few drops because it's just a hand pump sprayer, just a little itty bitty thing. You're going to want to add 1 or 2 drops of Dawn dish soap to that. Hey, Newfound Drone, what's going on? And then you're going to want to add 2 more ingredients. You're going to want to add some cinnamon, powdered cinnamon to this mix. Not a lot because it'll get caught up in the tube. But you're going to want to add some cinnamon to that, and I would say no more than a teaspoon, and then a half teaspoon of salt, table salt, and shake it up really, really good. Hey, Warrior Queen, what's going on? What? Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You're right. You're right. Do not get the antibacterial. Absolutely not. That's what we want. We do not want to kill the microbes and that stuff. So absolutely not. You're right. Do not get their new version that will cause all sorts of problems. You're 100% right. We're not trying to kill the microbial life in our soils. So we want the original Dawn, the same stuff that they use on the animals and the oil slicks, and what have you, to clean the oils off the birds and off the sea life and what have you. So you're talking about these 5. I'm including water as being one of the mix. You're going to want all 5 of these: the cinnamon, the salt, the apple cider vinegar, the water, and a few drops of the original Dawn dish soap in a hand sprayer, and spray that directly on any weeds you're attempting to get rid of. That's a direct attack on the weed itself. Spray that directly on the green leaves. Don't worry about the flower and miscellaneous, because we don't want to toxify and we don't want to hurt any of the bees and what have you that may be around. We've got enough problems with killing off the honeybees as it is. You want that directly on the big green leaf. Now, a lot of times they say that because you're using the cinnamon on a larger green leaf, it's going to attack it more thoroughly, and it's true. But so does the salt. Salt water and some of our large leaf weeds don't mix well together at all. And no, I'm not saying go salt your yard. We're not trying to do that. We're attacking a single weed at a time. One weed, just a mist spray. And if you have to go back the next day, because you're going to see an overnight result, this stuff works that hardcore and that viciously. But it seems to be okay with smaller leaves. It's like the larger the leaf is, the more it attacks it. Um, it's really, really unique the way this particular spray works. And I've tried a few others. Um, one of the things that's recommended when you make this mix, not only do you mark your bottle because this is basically a weed toxin, and you don't want to accidentally mix this with anything else. Um, and if you think all the ingredients through, you could technically drink this and be okay because it's just apple cider vinegar. It's when you add the surfactant level and you break that surfactancy on the leaves that it becomes so toxic to the weeds. But again, all of my stuff is human safe, animal safe. That's the point of this book. Um, there's a school I understand over in Ireland that has been talked to about this book. They have a greenhouse. They're a special needs school, and they're potentially going to do a drive. Um, it's a fundraiser for the school, if I understood it correctly. I don't have all the details. I'm trying to get more information. Um, but they're talking about potentially hosting the book as part of it. And depending on how thorough and how large, um, I'll go to the school and help. Special needs students are incredible people. They're trapped in their bodies, but they're incredible people, and they can do so much. And this knowledge level could help them and help the school in so many ways. It's unbelievable. Um, and if they're seeing this, yeah, there's a number I have to reach to be able to get there in book sales. But um, if the drive's large enough, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll make the arrangements. I'll be there to help. Talk to the students, talk to the families. Um, I'll make the arrangements to be there. Hey, Mr. Carlisle, what's going on, my friend? Just doing a minor update to everybody's book. There's some stuff missing. I just put out a recipe that's to be handwritten on page 29